So, Funimation shuts down. So, uh, basically, Funimation is a distributor of anime. I know we often say that the fan subs pioneered a lot of the popularity of anime, but so did Funimation because they brought
Funimation's was around for a long time.
yeah they brought like DBZ. I think they got DBZ to the States first, and then they got Deep Dragon Ball afterwards. They had issues trying to syndicate Dragon Ball at first. So I think Funimation is going to be rolling into Crunchyroll now.
They merged. Then it wasn't looking good for the Funimation side of things. So Funimation's now just gonna be completely gone, and then subscriptions from Funimation are gonna roll over to Crunchyroll. And I guess they got to figure out which subscription you have with Funimation to figure out what you're gonna have with Crunchyroll.
Have you used Funimation before?
I don't think I have. I've never used it.
I used the free version. It was about 4 or 5 years ago, and I was trying to I forgot what I was trying to watch, but I was like, no bueno.
Yeah, I never used it.
It wasn't a good streaming service. And I would argue Crunchyroll probably had better name recognition by this time. So it made sense. It's kind of sad because they have a long history, I guess, in the advent of the American fandom of anime. So R.I.P.
It is sad because I'm like, Funimation, man, that's been around such a long time and it's gone.
But as always, issues. So like, you see the issues?
The digital copies that you no longer have that you bought, quote unquote.
So I think I was reading, and I got a lot of this from IGN and some other sources, but I believe that you would pay for a physical copy, and then they would give you a digital copy as a follow up. And I know me, if that's the case, I would just chuck the physical copy and keep. I would lose it, and then I would keep the digital copy. But even if they did, we're just directly selling the digital copy. It's like, come on, guys, just roll it over. Like you have the files.
They should roll it over, and now they're screwing up everybody because I guess that's the problem when you think a company's going to be around for the rest of your life and it's gone, and then you just don't have it anymore.
Right.
Because like really, I guess this has been an ongoing thing with like streaming. Anything that you buy online, you don't really buy it.
Don't have it.
Because even like games and stuff, you can buy games on like the PlayStation Store, and they have the ability to just think, well, you can just take it back.
Yep, 100%.
So you don't have it. So that's why maybe you should start either getting the physical copy or go back to the old time tradition of pirating.
No, I was thinking, I was like, all right, when I had Napster and I downloaded those illegal songs, just kidding, FBI or whoever's watching, just kidding, it's a hypothetical. But hypothetically speaking, when I had the MP3s back in the day, you actually had the MP3s, right?
Yeah.
They're actually on your computer. Now, the convenience of Apple is better, so I understand why like people would switch to that. And I mean, I obviously did in streaming, but it can all just go away.
You can all just go like you really are assuming like Funimation was going to be around for a long time.
Yep.
And you just don't think, it's going to go out of business.
Matter of fact, I actually had a song. I downloaded an album one time. I think it was The Game, like a few albums ago, and but he had an uncleared sample. And then one day I was like, I remember the song, and I was like, that's not it. This is different. It was a whole different beat. It was the same. They had to change the song, and it's like, I was like, I had it downloaded, but because it's not my song, I'm just downloading their services files. They can take it back and just
they can just take it right back, and so like I guess the future of like what it means to own something is kind of in question because it's like you just don't really own it. I don't know how they can't like. I don't know if this I went on their website to see about like if anybody can download the files onto their computer that they bought, and it seems like they can't And I just understand why Crunchyroll just like your membership rolls over.
Yeah.
Why you just can't have a copy? Like
that would actually be a good idea. It's like, all right, look, y'all got 3 weeks. Just we're gonna open up the floodgates, download your things as much as you want, and then.
Yeah, because like I don't know how separate is it where they can't do that? It's like was Funimation allowed to play some shows and Crunchyroll wasn't, even though they were under the same umbrella. So it's kind of this whole thing's messed up.
Yeah,
and it's
I
just
think at the time it was like they merged a while ago, right?
Yeah, it's been a little bit. I don't know when they did that.
Crunchyroll was probably like, oh, this is Funimation. They had more name recognition, and Funimation was probably like, we're dying.
Yeah, like we're not gonna.
Let's just get the brands together while they're still.
Yeah, while they're still alive.
And also too, your monthly fees go from $5.99 to like $9.99.
It was such a bad few a couple of weeks because they increased the subscription. I'm like, bro, like what is happening?
Once again, from what I remember, the Funimation and I was looking at the free version, just trash. It was absolute trash. Like no one, commercials aside, it was a poor experience. So, R.I.P. Funimation, we'll miss you. Hopefully
see you on BitTorrent, everybody.
I know, right?
Oh man, this is not great, but yeah.